trip. Surround yourself with savings at Giant Eagle and experience value like never before. Visit Giant Eagle and Market District today to see how easy it is to save. Looking to refresh your kitchen? Welcome to Bridgeville and Dormont Appliance. Save now on a full line of GE appliances and more. GE will incorporate smart home technology and cutting-edge features into every appliance to make daily life simpler. Take your kitchen to the next level with Cafe Appliances. Cafe Appliances seamlessly blend style and functionality, or elevate everything with monogram appliances to create exceptional experiences in the kitchen with timeless beauty and unparalleled performance. Shop all the collections now. Welcome to Bridgeville and Dormont Appliance.
From the very beginning, iHeart has believed in me.
Even now, I still get excited when I hear one of my songs playing on the radio. Thank you, iHeartRadio, for honoring the truth I fought for in my music.
Because we believe in the power of music. All your favorite artists, all in one place. Free iHeartRadio apps.
Was some good news. They cleared the accident inbound on the Parkway East near Forest Hills. Inbound Parkway West, earlier accident delays approaching Campus Run. At 70 westbound, a crash with heavy delays approaching 51. Bonnie Diver, total traffic.
Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change the future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at unbound.org.
This is not the way to go.
The verbiage that we got into at that time is why I wake up at 3 a.m. on a Sunday morning going, It is the PBA Morning Show. Randy Bauman is off. Mike Masuda is also off. Jen Harner is in studio with us covering sports this morning, which was last hour's great because we got to get into everything.
Yeah, we really did.
Nice little extended sports report there.
There is no off season, by the way. There's just no off season. The Steelers have become like Disney World. Like there is no time where there's no traffic. It's just there's something going on all the time.
All the time. They're fully in the news in every single way. And I think everybody outside of Pittsburgh as well is looking at the Steelers saying, oh, this is the story I want to follow this offseason, which I feel like has not been the case recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in that way, thanks, Aaron Rodgers, but also, I can't handle this guy at this level all the time. Like, I only drink so much water to keep my skin constitution like normal, and then he's just jacking up the rest of it, which just makes me a nervous wreck.
Everybody has their take and their perspective on what he's going to do. Why do you think he's making this move?
I think narcissist.
Well, yeah.
That's the biggest.
Okay, that's the start.
I mean, here's the thing that I guess I can't make sense of. I think that what is so unsteeler-like in all this, and I always say this
with like this breath of naivete on my part where I'm kind of going like, just because this is the first time maybe you've really peeked behind the curtain and actually seen what's back there, you know, now you're saying it's un-Steeler-like, is that, you know, we're so on the back foot of this decision-making process that it's no longer our decision and that we are kind of beholden to this, you know, narcissistic personality to do what he wants to do. But at this point, for somebody who, again, didn't really even play that much and is holding us hostage in this way, I'm like, how good is somebody who might retire? What do I care if you want to play or not?
Yeah.
You might retire? Like, are you taking reps every day? Like, how into your fitness are you right now? Like, how committed to the game are you right now? What do I care? You're gonna play 1 year? How am I excited about that? So everybody, other talking head that's been like, you know, even Big Ben's that point, he's like, this team automatically gets better with an Aaron Rodgers. Like, prove it.
That's why I'm so glad that I asked you. Because you see what I did? I'm just like, how this confidence ex-girlfriends of Aaron Rodgers that have been bringing up his like truly toxic personality and like how much he damaged them. And I'm like, we're not even in a full-blown relationship with him. He's messing with my like sense of self. Like I'm questioning my own worth. Why? I'm not even on the team.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is he doing to us? But like, and again, it is because will be aware of my own sense of, you know, kind of like a pristine image of like how I feel about the Steelers.
Well, yeah, we've all been wearing black and gold sunglasses our whole life, pretty much.
I'm totally aware of that. But yeah, he is the one who is putting the most dents in the armor for me, or the most chinks in the armor for me. He's the one that is showing that like we actually don't know what's happening. So when the TJ Watt thing happens and there are rumors going around, I'm a little more apt to believe in it and going like, oh, I can't dismiss that as easily now because now I feel like this is an organization that's allowing somebody to hold them hostage.
Yeah. Well, there is no doubt been a shift in the way that they're doing business, and they're trying to win. So I almost can't knock them for that. And if we do end up winning playoff games because of the moves they're making now, then I guess it'll all have been worth it. But the domino effect with the fan base, and now we're hearing inside the locker room, you got guys who are like franchise guys, face of the team, TJ Watt, being like, why are you giving DK Metcalf a bag like that? Why are you flirting with giving $40 million to a guy that is still not sure if he wants to play football or not?
Yeah, be here or not. The phrase I always get to is volunteers, not hostages.
Yeah.
You want to play football? Get over here and play football.
Well, we got a volunteer on the line right now. I'm so sorry we didn't get the news, but I asked you about the Steelers, and then 10 minutes later, here we are. We do have our guest on the line, but before we get him on, I want you all to listen to this.
Here is Jake Casey, made on to him. Casey swinging a high drive. Right field, way out of here. How do you like that, Sean?
Let's go. Oh my God, it's incredible.
Wow. With his father on the broadcast, Casey goes deep. A two-run blast pitch leads 4-2.
What a treat, Brian, to be up here seeing you call it. I told you, that's way more pop than I had. I don't think I guy hit a ball like that in college, I promise you that. So, oh man, that was special. That's Dane Richardson on the call for Golden Flash TV. Jake Casey hits an absolute rocket to put Kent State up for good over Toledo. And joining us right now is the other voice you heard on the call, proud father. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jake's dad, Sean Casey. How you doing, Jake?
Oh man, Billy, you got me smiling from ear to ear, bro. What a moment that was, man. They asked me, went to the game last week up at Kent State. Dane Richardson had asked me who's the play-by-play for the Golden Flash. Could I come up for an inning? I'm like, yeah. So I came up, like, before Jake wasn't even scheduled to come up. Got a couple guys walking and got on it and hit the first pitch. Absolutely. It was one of the coolest moments of my life. Seriously, that was so cool. Thank you for playing that. Oh my God.
Dude, that's so cool. And I love, that your son is back to feeling healthy. I know he had an injury last season, missed some crucial time, but I'm following along, and he looks like he's all the way back and then some. He's got a lot of pop, and I'm just curious, what are his goals with baseball at this point, Case? How far is he trying to take this thing?
Yeah, well, he's having a good year, Billy. He had Tommy John last year, his junior year, so kind of it derailed his season a little bit. And I just told him this year, go out and have some fun and see what happens. But he's having a good year as of today. He's hitting like 330. He's got 9 bombs, 12 doubles. He's doing well. So, we'll see what happens. I think he does want to play pro ball, but, obviously, we'll see what happens in a few months. But I hope he just continues to have a good run and see what happens. I'm going out to Miami of Ohio today to catch him in the game. So I'm having a blast traveling around, dude.
Yeah, the highs have to be so fun. And just as a dad, I know that when he's in the flow and it's all working for him, it's just a celebration. But what do you do when he's slumping? That's got to be really difficult because you're trying to have the right mix of offering him the wisdom that you have from your playing days versus giving him the space and letting him figure it out on his own.
Yeah. Oh my God! I tell you what, over the years, I've had to. I feel like that's a skill as a father. Be like, all right, dude, just shut up. Don't say anything. You know what I mean? So I feel like this, like especially this year, I'm just like, hey man, you're in the stage right now. You know what to do. You just figure it out. But when he's, I think my dad's worse. His grandfather. He's like, hey, what's going on with Jake Swing? Actually, he's not dropping that back elbow in there. But dad's like, why is he not swinging level? I'm like, Dad, this isn't 1967 when we were talking like Sam Musial with those guys. It's like, they got all this good technique. So it is, it definitely, when he's struggling, definitely my father and I have a conversation more than anybody.
Case, I got to ask you about the Pirates. I mean, what do you make of the tornado of anger circling the Pirates right now? I mean, sell the team chants to start the season at the home opener, sell the team banners flying over the park, sell the team chants at Pat McAfee's big night out when they introduced Paul Skeens. I can't remember it being this loud. And save for 2013, 14, and 15, they've been losing for a long time. So why do you think it's reached a tipping point now?
A couple drop the ball moments with the Clemente wall too, and the blitz. I think it's like a storm right now, against the Pirates. But I think at the end of the day, you guys we're talking Steelers and all that stuff. But the reason people talk Steelers so much is because they win every year. And I think obviously the Pirates, fans want to see win baseball. And I think sometimes you look at other organizations that maybe are mid-range, like the Rays or different clubs like the Reds that are spending money and trying to make a run at it. And I think fans just they want to see winning baseball in Pittsburgh, and I think that's probably the ire that that the Bob Nutting and the Pirates are feeling right now is at the end of the day they want to see a good product that's over 500.
How hard is it to play first base? Because Andy Rodriguez is making it look very hard. I don't know if you saw the game the other day. The collision with Bart trying to get a fly ball. Was it just that he forgot that he wasn't playing catcher and that he was playing first base? Because I don't think you're supposed to run that far for a ball, do you?
think so. I think as soon as Andy got in that area where it was, he was like, it felt like he was a catcher. He's like, oh, I got this one. I recognize this